Arrest Netanyahu for war crimes. Everybody knows this is the right thing to do. You know this is true too. If you don't think so in your mind, you know in your heart it's true. And there's just something wrong with your mind. They played a trick on you, and we can fix that. So when I say arrest Netanyahu for war crimes, if your response is to make some excuses for his genocide, you probably say something like, but what about Hamas? Well, arrest Hamas for war crimes too. See what I did there? See how they skipped a step? See how justice taken into their own hands and beyond justice, beyond any conception of justice, into genocide is wrong. If it worked the other way, you would probably admit it was wrong, unless you're a Trump-Putineer. Now, there's three stages of this that I can tell. Trump-Putineers are the ones, Trumpers in America, terrorists in America, are the core of the support for the genocide. They want more genocide. They want it to be as fast and as complete as possible. And they want a retaliatory genocide on the Israeli people. This is just getting other people to do their dirty work for them because they're total Nazis and Klansmen. That's the core of Trumpism. Netanyahu kind of fell for it, like he's being their pawn and will ultimately be their victim as well. And all this stuff is run under Putin. Putin's always orchestrating this stuff through Facebook and Twitter, Fashbook and Twitter, and all those people should be arrested. Zuckerberg, Musk, Putin, Trump, Netanyahu. But the first tier, or the core of support for genocide, is from the genocide gangs, the Klan and the Nazis, the Trumpers, the Trump-Putineers. So that's the worst part of the support for Netanyahu. And if you're offended by being associated with those people, you should be. You shouldn't associate with those people. They're evil. They're Antichrist. And they're the worst people that have ever lived on the planet. So don't be like them. But then, even if you're not that invested in the genocide, you just think Netanyahu has a right to do whatever he wants because of how terrible what Hamas did was, well, Netanyahu's done a lot more terrible things. Probably before, but definitely since. So the fact that Netanyahu's done all these war crimes, by your logic, would justify anybody doing anything to him and anybody around him, to the entire country. Is that logic? No, that's evil. It shows that the initial genocide against the people in Gaza is evil and wrong and should be stopped. Now, the third tier, or the third way people think about stuff, is nothing ever happens to people at the top. So they just don't expect any type of consequences for people at the top. However, Netanyahu himself got his predecessor assassinated by talking trash about him, just like, Putin triggers his terrorists. So it would be poetic justice for something to happen